Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting us a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month and you gain access to some really cool emotes. In addition to that, if you're interested in joining any of our games like this one or our Friday early game, you can do that through our Patreon, which is listed down in the description below. But let's get into the game. Alrighty, Sinclair, tell us what happened last session.
So last session, we had gone to our uh, respective rooms here in this establishment at the outpost to the Empire in Eiselcross. Respective rooms here, and we had just gotten done talking to the warden of this post, and he is very interested in both the chair, the ant, and half a dozen other things that we have on us. Fearing that he would tell Trent about said chair, the party decided we need to silence him quickly. We can't sit around because this will either cause the death of Corvus's family and Hiram's family, or worse, especially if they get their hands on the chair. So I was invisible thanks to Argon, and I followed behind Corvus, who paid off a guard. Guard walked away. Corvus knocked on the Wardlow's door. He came, answered the door in his night attire, and let Corvus in. At which point Corvus kind of dead stopped in the way, causing Sinclair to trip up a little bit. And then with a snap of his fingers, the door was closed. Fordrum cast silence on the bedpost, at which point Wardlow used one of the stones that we had found in the dungeon, the school ruins, which is a dispelling stone. It made me visible, made the silence go away, and made anything less than rare quality go kaput. So everything was basically dispelled magic for, I believe it was 10 minutes. Thankfully, the new augment was high enough to not be affected, and combat ensued. Another silence was placed in the room, chopped him up quite a bit, and he proceededly got out of the room to the point where he then faced everyone else in the hallway. In the hallway, Bishop had cast a teleportation magic called Dimension Door to send Argon into the room and put him in the unfortunate position of head above the floorboard, body below the floorboard, like Money Pit. And it took some finagling to get him out, and we were able to dispatch Wardlow and one of his guards, turning his guard into a specter, holding off the rest from getting up the stairs. At which point, Sinclair walked over to Wardlow's body, made it much easier to put him in the bag by chopping him up a little bit, making sure, one, he's dead, and two, his body goes into the bag properly. Bishop cast Major Image, I believe was the spell, risking another wild magic, but good in the sense that he made a fake Wardlow who ran out to the guards and said, "Men, these men are heroes. They stopped someone from hurting me. I need to leave. While I'm gone, Argon is in command." And he teleported out, or appeared to teleport out, At which point, all the guards and the law mages failed their save to believe the fabrication that was just unfolded in front of them. We cleaned up the crime scene. Argan sent for one of the law mages to get all the documents so that the prisoners could get their freedom and go work at Corvus's estate. At which point, we called it a night, went to the docks the next morning, and saw everybody off. And that is where we left off. Argan is in command of this outpost until Trent finds out.
So, all of you are standing there on the docks, watching your allies row. The world is now yours. The majority of people here are completely leaving you alone, but you have already begun to get the sense that some people are exceptionally confused at the situation at hand, not knowing who any of you are. By the way, Tim, change your display name. And not understanding why this random person named Argan is currently in charge.
Yeah, time to go.
You think they have any records of people who've come and gone?
We already have it. We already got that book.
Okay. We should consult the 2 maps that we found the other day.
Yes, as soon
See
as
if
we
there's
are
any
out
other...
of the, yeah, as soon as we are out of the city.
Okay.
Out of the city is first priority before somebody figures out who we are.
You want to put that law mage in charge while we're out of town?
I don't feel the need to put anybody in charge while we're out of town. I think we'll just leave. We're just going to walk out of the gate, and if chaos ensues, then chaos ensues.
As long as it ensues behind us.
Yes. The less they know about their chain of command, the slower they're going to be to pursue us.
Okay.
So, I would like all of you to roll me a stealth check just to casually walk out the front gates without anybody becoming the wiser. Corvus, don't you have disadvantage on that? Boardroom, don't you have disadvantage on that? Wearing heavy armor?
Oh. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
How am I the stealthiest person in this party?
Because you're in charge.
Wait.
Oh, jeez.
Not a prerequisite for joining.
Obviously not, because I'm in charge. That's
hate
why
this
I'm in
now.
charge.
I don't want to go.
As all of you are leaving, heading to the front gates, Sinclair watching behind you all as you are stumbling and fumbling. Bishop and Corvus quite literally casually whistling right now as they're walking out. Sinclair walks face first into a snowman that was crafted, creating a little bit of a ruckus as he pats away all of the snow from himself, drawing the attentions of several individuals who seem to already realize your group was leaving, but now they really realize your group was leaving.
Oh, I hate the snow.
Well, buck up. We're about to go deeper into it again.
You get over to the front gates as they lower the gates down, and one of the guards comes running up to you, Argan. Sir, you are in charge of the outpost, correct?
Yes.
Correct. And that's why he wanted to do an inspection personally, because he thinks that you guys are not up to snuff. So we are going to be inspecting the outside of the fort.
Oh, do you need? I need you to roll me a deception check, Bishop.
I like having my own personal liar.
With as
Makes
many
it easier.
hungered and
Here we go.
lonely out there, we need to make sure the fortifications are
14.
up to snuff. Not just a days away travel. A whole bunch of hungered were running around.
Oh, do you need our checklist?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll take the checklist.
Very well. He runs over to the side of the large wooden gates you have surrounding the outpost, then pulls off a clipboard, comes running over to you, and hands it directly to you, Argon. Here you go. This is the checklist for all of our fortifications, the exact strong points, weak points of our fortifications out here, as well as the magical tunings and focuses in order to maintain all of their status and protections.
Perfect. You've done an excellent job. I will be sure to make a note of that in my report.
Michael, sir.
Michael. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. And may I also say it is a pleasure serving underneath you.
I'm glad to hear it. I am certainly here to make everyone's day a little bit brighter.
You know, people always say Volstruckers are so mean, but you seem so pleasant to talk to.
Shut up and walk away, Michael.
That's a slur.
Yes, sir. And he just... Volstruck? What? What's this? What? He just confused and walks away. Volstrucker is a title. It's not a slur.
Oh, I thought he was calling him what you called the other ones in Friday's campaign. The Rune Chuckers.
No! Volstrucker is the title.
As a player, can I just say score on what you just received?
Yes.
The
Oh,
checklist?
yeah. Major score.
Yeah. Your deception check was fucking legendary.
No, their insight is terrible if they're not a law mage.
Yep.
He just handed you the blueprints to turning this city into a rumble.
Yes, he did. And it's time to go view the outpost. And
They allow you all to leave. And you start walking around the outpost itself. And you're back out inside of the horrendous, windy, frozen wasteland that is known as Isocross. So, everybody, you are directly outside of Balin Post. Where would you all like to go?
Well, we have that small cave just outside the town. You want to go there or?
yeah, we can head back to
By
where
the
we
boot.
camped the last time. Yeah,
Oh, the boot.
that's a good a place as any.
Hey, Argon,
Yeah.
do you think you should maybe figure out what we do with the chair? I mean, I understand that it means you'd have to walk, but it's pretty dangerous, I think, to keep in this area.
You know the kind of status symbol this is for me and my family?
I do.
Technically, the chair prevents creatures from sensing him underground, which is a good thing. Means he won't get eaten by any worms if there are any.
We could possibly keep the chair at my place for now. Mommy needs somewhere to sit while she knits.
I look at Bishop, and then I look at Argon, and I go, all right, never mind.
I'm willing to put it away, but only if it's something I can keep hold on to.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I feel like we managed to keep it by the hair of our chinny chin chins, and I don't know.
I don't disagree with you.
It has its travel benefits. It has its.
But do those outweigh the benefit of what happens if we lose.
Well, if Trent comes out here, we're all up a creek.
There's many
Did-
other wizardly types who might be sent to retrieve it.
That's if
Or
they know
military.
about it. Remember, they don't know about it yet. The one
Yeah.
person who was going to send it out wrote on this piece of paper,
I know.
which we
I
don't
get
know
it.
how to destroy yet.
Right.
We need to find a way to destroy this piece of paper without sending the message.
I'm assuming this is too big to fit in the smuggler's pack.
Absolutely.
It had to be a bag of holding.
No, it's too big to fit in a bag of holding.
Oh, it's too fit in a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Bishop's
Bag of
offering his
holdings.
abode.
Portable hole, yes.
Abode.
Yes.
Where Bishop lives. Yeah.
That thing as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to.
Yeah.
We don't have to do it now, but I'm just saying, consider it.
Before we go back to Balin Post, we need to figure out where to put it.
Yeah.
And just so I'm clear, is there a ship loading up with our freed people and Hiram who is going to sail away at some near soon point?
Well, they all just departed.
They all just left on a rowboat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, they went back to what's her name's rowboat? The Dole Ambassador.
One Eye.
That
One Eye.
ship.
Well, once we get to the boot cave, we can go over the map, see where we need to go. And yes, in the event we come back to Balin Post, the chair needs to find a way to not be visible. Also, did you know he had one of those stones?
This is the first time I've met Wardlow, so no.
Stones.
Yeah, he had one of those spelling stones that Argon found.
Oh, the egg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense out of a lot of stuff. Now I get why. Okay. Hey, now we know how well it works, though. That's pretty cool.
Also, Corvus, what was wrong yesterday? Were you just not in the mood for combat? Did you not feel well?
Look, everyone has off days, okay? I don't want to talk about it.
Wow, calling Corvus out.
You didn't hit a single time.
Hit
I was
once.
worried. I was
hit-
worried about
I
it.
hit twice, okay?
See?
I was worried about him. It looked like he was cramping.
But once we get out of eyesight of the town, I will start using prestidigitation to clear our path, or to, like, behind us. Try and do at least a little bit of cover, so in case they decide they need to come rescue the leader, that they have a harder time
Sure.
finding us.
Sure. Roll me a survival check, Art.
Okay.
You know, I turned my ring of water walking on.
Oh, I just made it worse. I just drew arrows in the snow.
Yeah, Fortrum.
Turned my ring of water walking on to see if it raises me up so I stop making deep footprints, or if it's not that way.
It only
All
works
right,
on
well-
liquids.
Yeah.
Arjun,
thought it was
you
worth
know,
it.
by clearing the path behind us, you're basically removing the snow.
What?
You look
you're
at this
melting
literally
all
like
the
a
snow.
groove behind you.
That's not how this is done?
No.
I thought this is how this worked.
Corvus, can you make the snow reform? He's
I'll
melting it
do
all.
my best at that.
You just
We're
start
sure
making
this
ice
isn't how
blocks.
this works.
Well, I
Yeah,
know
well-
Corvus has shape water, so and snow is a form of water.
You got out of the situation so smooth. Getting away from the situation, not very.
All right, well, I guess we'll stop doing that then, since Evidently, I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah.
So, you make your way over to the boot. You find your nice little tunneled hole and sit inside of it, gaining some respite from the winds and the storm around you. Remember, you're only about 5 miles outside of Balin Post at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And you pull out the updated map that you have, thanks to her, as well as the ledger that you brought with yourselves, and the check points around the Balin Post fortifications.
He also had 2 maps on him when we went through his stuff. Wardlow had 2 maps.
Yes, those maps.
All right,
What are you doing with
so
them?
Forger Corvus declared, you guys want to go through the maps in the book, and I will go through the items we got and find out what they have.
Sure.
So I'll put up the hut.
All right. What dome up?
And then I guess I'll put up detect magic to see what is magical, and then I'll identify those things while everyone else researches where to go next.
Didn't we do all of that stuff last session?
No. Well, so I know
did.
we've got the balls, which I don't know what they are. They're just magic. Oh, I did find out what I found out they were magical. They're magic. Yeah, we don't know what they are. I don't believe.
I thought we did.
Everything was dispelled, so we were waiting for the magic to come back. But we did find
No.
out that the gun isn't magical. The robes were not magical.
Yeah.
Argon did the ritual detect magic because it was 10 minutes, which was the same amount of time
Right.
as
Right, but I need to do identify on
the identifier.
the iron balls, and then I'm assuming you said he had a magic spell focus, or infused spell focus.
Okay, that's right.
I think those are the only 2 things that were magical.
And
I
then
know
his
what the
spell book.
gemstone infused chalk is for. I think I do at least.
Yeah, and then you have his book to go over.
Yeah, I'll have to go through
That'll
his
take
book.
a lot longer.
I
That's more
figured.
than a...
Yeah, I'll do that later. As much as I desperately want to go through that book as Argon, I realize that we need to figure out where we're going.
Who has the ledger?
I will give you guys the ledger along with. We have 4 maps, so we have his 2, hers. Actually, we have 5 technically. Hers, ours, and then we have the one from the giant. Which the giant really just kind of says his 3 things on it: the trap, home, and do not go.
Yeah. Which wasn't do not go was the ruins, right?
I don't believe so. So I'll leave you guys to go figure out the map.
I will assist whoever needs it on the map.
I'll
Like,
look.
I will lay it out and then have like a glowing light underneath that you
No,
can
don't
like,
need it. Look,
make marks.
and my gloves shine a light out of my finger. I have like flashlight gloves.
And I guess start marking where the waypoints are that each map has, and then writing down what each one has, so we have it all on one map. Preferably our map.
Oh, and the checklist of
Oh yeah,
anything
of
that
all
they may
the-
have on their checklist.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to peruse this journal and see if we can find when Jasper was in Valenport.
You can investigate it if you would like.
Fordrum, do you want to roll the survival with advantage, or should I? Because he asked for one.
Oh, I'll do it.
That's weird.
What is?
My compendium isn't showing up with something that clearly should be in there.
26. That's not bad. It's really good.
Yeah, we're getting to all of that first. Let me just get the magical item done.
Sorry.
Okay.
No worries. And then, whenever we're done here, I will dispose of the remains for us.
Okay.
Did you want to ask Wardlow any questions? You get 3.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to answer, so I don't know that he's going to tell us much.
I'd say no, don't fuck with him.
Yeah,
That's
I
a fun
agree.
question, but yeah. Okay, yeah. If you don't want to ask him any questions, then I will just do my ritual to purify the remains and turn them into soot.
Sounds good.
These balls are called the Iron Maiden's Hold. You have 10 of them. It is a consumable item. You make a strength-based ranged attack against a target. On a hit, the ball hardens and becomes under the effect of the immovable object spell cast at 4th level. The ball is consumed if you hit or not.
Oh my god. You put someone on the ground, you put one of those on top of them. They ain't getting up.
Well, you have to throw it at them. You can't just put it there and activate. You have to throw it. It's with the momentum that it activates.
Which means either Corvus or Fordrum
Dodgeball them.
will probably have to use these if we ever use them, because it's a strength-based attack, so I ain't hitting nothing with it. I proved that with the axe.
It's a ranged weapon, isn't it?
But it says it's strength-based.
It says a strength-based ranged
I see.
attack.
Yeah, and it
Yes.
wouldn't work for me because I use charisma.
Yep.
I use my cheat magic.
How big are these? Are these the things that are like bowling ball size?
They're like a dodgeball.
So you take it, you throw it, and if it collides with somebody, immovable object. Just
Oh,
Which, if we go inside of another structure and have to deal with things, it's not bad either.
Oh, it's a fun item.
Oh, yeah. It's better than the stick.
I wonder if it would destroy it if we drilled some finger holes, used it like a bowling ball.
ow, my toes! Just
Problem is, once the magic in like enacted, would it just stop? Boom.
God, chuck it down the gullet of a dragon. Choke on this. Huh.
it's on collision, it activates. So yeah.
Ooh.
Back of its throat and just got this ball.
So you have to be careful with these balls. The moment they make collision with any object with any amount of force, they will activate. And then that's it. They don't move.
Speaking as a player, Argon, if you have catapult.
Strength based only.
Yep.
Oh, it was only strength. I
Yeah.
heard it had to be thrown with strength. I didn't understand that it could be thrown with magic.
I'd allow things like that to work because you would have to upcast your catapult. I'm just making sure the flavor of it is not disregarded.
Yeah, and it wouldn't work with Conjure Barrage.
Oh. And as a player, I was initially picturing a catapult, and I was like,
You
"Oh,
know,
it's a catapult." So, ooh,
On a
Fordrum.
side note, these could be exactly the enticing item that breaks whatever spell Jasper is under. He has a thing for throwable rocks.
Yeah. Fordrum,
True, he did.
Yep.
can you tell me, like, look this thing over and tell me where the safety is? Can I
The
hand you the
gun?
pistol?
Yeah, let me see.
right,
I
roll
know
me an
this is the
intelligence
bad
check,
end, and this
Fordrum.
causes me to get
Intelligence? Ah, crap.
Yeah,
Just straight intelligence? Oops, sorry.
straight
I'm not-
intelligence. Oh, that's fine. 1.
Yeah. Beats the fuck out of
That's
me.
the end that shoots people, and that's what you know.
Based on watching him shoot himself.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He learned
Target?
just as much as Sinclair did. I'm
You-
busy.
All right. Ooh, that was loud. So, now we're on to the survival check.
26.
Oh, who was looking through the book to try to find notes on when Jasper came through here?
Not me, not Fordrum. Because we're
Bishop
doing the math.
volunteered, but I didn't hear anything back from the party. So
The bishop did it. We'll hand it to Bishop.
All right, Bishop. Investigation check.
right.
I like how we're leaving it to the one person who hasn't even met Jasper.
Yep.
He's not the only one.
I will use my. No, I'm just gonna do straight. I'll just do a straight roll. Makes it more fun.
You didn't need it anyway.
Ooh. Bishop takes the book, sits on the ground, crosses his legs, and just starts flipping through the pages. J. They catalog this properly by date that you checked in, and under the date by name. So it's super easy for you to find their systems and organizations. Actually, Bishop, with a portion of your backstory, you'll be familiar with the filing system of names. Just to make you aware, it's the exact same
Awesome.
system. And you come across Jasper, signed in 2 weeks ago with guest +2. When you look at the other names in this region, there's only 5 names that came into the port that entire day, one of which is listed as Belila Dialwood.
Belila or Delilah?
Oh,
Belila.
I see a
Dialwood.
Belila Dialwood in here. Looks like your fellow Jasper came through here about 2 weeks ago.
Who else came
with a
in that day?
+2.
Since it said he had
Jasper,
to.
Belila.
is there an Iris Blylewood also?
As I'm doing my spell casting and I hear him say that, I'm just gonna chime in that that's just the laziest pseudonym she could have ever come up with. That is just terrible on her part.
Well, remember, she's pissed off at the world. I don't think she cares.
She's literally swapped the first letter of her first and last name.
But there's 2 people, so it's not just her and Jasper. And who is the third?
Oh, that I don't know. I'm too hung up on her name. Go back to my spells.
Now, there are 2 other people that signed in. Garth Fuldani and Vixen Killigane.
That
Looks
one
like-
sounds like a lazy alias.
Yeah, it looks like there's a Garth Fuldani and Vixen Killigane.
I thought you said there was 5. Was there 4?
Yes, that's 5.
That's 4. Oh,
No, that's
1, 2,
4.
3, 4. Yeah.
Yes.
You're right. Last one was
Leave me alone. That's what it is.
A Mr. Rick Roll?
James.
Dil Sean.
Dilshan.
Corvus, do any of these names ring any kind of bell for you?
Do any of these names ring any kind of bell for me?
History check.
Nope.
Nah, you've never heard of any of these people.
They're as old as me. Maybe I would have a chance, but I doubt it.
No.
Yeah.
You want me
Is
to
there
check
any-
with One Eye to see if they were on their boat?
You could send a sending out to her to ask if you would like.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I was asking the group if they wanted.
Yeah. You can tell her what week it was.
So, all right, I'll do that. I'll cast Sending to One Eye and ask if whatever it is, Bolila, Dialwood, Vixen, Killigan, Garth, Fuldani, Bill, Sean were on her ship a week before we were.
Exact date was, and then I say the date.
What level is sending?
A third, I think.
Okay, you're fine then.
Yeah. I can't
Yeah,
do
it's
fifth
low.
level spells, so we're.
Oh, you're the safest spellcaster in the party.
I
other
am.
than Corvus.
Yeah.
So, she replies to you. I recall Bill Sean and Garth Fuldani. They bought me a round of drinks when I was in town last. Little flirtatious between the two of them, but seems good enough.
And then we found our third.
You're
Pretty
muted,
sure.
Argus.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she said she saw them in town. She didn't bring them in. So, Jasper. So, yeah, I think that Vixen Killigan is probably the third. I hate you, Joe.
That is honestly my bet as well.
Kill again, by the way, everybody.
I'm sorry, Killigan. Sorry, didn't mean to mispronounce their name.
Are you sure it's not kill yet another time?
That's what I said. Kill again.
It is their island.
Accents.
Just like her husband.
We're looking for the Professor Anne, Marianne.
Is there any mention? Is there any mention, Bishop, about where they were going, or is it just that they arrived?
Does it have notes in there? Is it just
Um,
like dates of arrival?
Yes. Dates of arrival, dates of embarking. They left 2 days after arriving. One meeting with Wardlow. And received information about Yetis that have been seen to the northwest.
It looks like they had a meeting with well, there's Yetis to the northwest that they had a meeting about, and you could ask that pile of ashes over there, like you say you can, exactly what happened in the meeting.
I'm pretty sure he can't talk to him once he turned him into a pile of ash. I think that's the point of the pile of ash. We do have his journal, though, and we have the date of his meeting. So I'll flip through the journal for that day or the day after if there's nothing on that day.
Investigation, please.
Investigation? Okay.
Yes.
Where am I?
Jasper had the cutest smile.
Wardlow mentions in his journal that he was asked to speak to a Jasper and Belila. And then it skips to the next day. And every other meeting and encounter he has at least some other notes and comments on. Even the more shady businesses that he did. Roll me a Arcana check, Argon.
This sounds like the magic I use.
You have a feeling that it had some type of mind-altering situation against him.
So even if we had his remains, he still wouldn't know.
Yeah. Just realize the frightening concept of her being able to modify the memory of a man who is able to cast a 9th level spell at the 9th level.
Oh, is that what that spell he was casting was?
Yeah, that was Archmage level spells.
Memories aren't that hard to change.
No, but an Archmage, if it's capable of casting something like he could, I would have expected to be fairly resilient to that type of manipulation. Not that it can't be done. Don't get me wrong.
Like, I've got like 3 different mind affecting spells in my own arsenal, so.
And what is the saving throw against those? The thing that wizards are proficient and good at.
Wisdom save. This one is.
That's for the party, not for the characters.
Yeah, it's wisdom or
Yeah.
it is intelligence saves.
Yeah,
The
intelligence.
2 proficiencies that wizards have.
Yeah.
And then Mind Sliver is, I think, just a.
Or intelligence. It's always one or the other.
Intelligence. Yeah.
I'm not saying she couldn't do it. Or that he couldn't have a bad day or something. But odds are, if she's powerful enough to do that to him, she's extremely powerful. Is all my point is.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have no doubt she went to hell free and nothing bothered her. Like, she commanded enough, like, presence to make Baylors and things like that not even bat an eye.
All right, so Sinclair and Fordrum, what's to the northwest? Do you at least have a direction?
What does our combined map look like now, Joey?
It looks relatively like this map. However, there are a few more noted places on it.
Looking for something that says Yetis.
I'm looking for something that says altar where I plan to sacrifice Jasper.
I would also look for altar that specifies Jasper.
Who do Yetis worship?
Roll me a religion check.
Any rabbits? And I'm gonna name him George.
No.
Nope.
Yetis.
Get all
worship.
your ones out today, party. Like while
That's
we're doing
3 in a
this.
row.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, roll initiative. TPK.
Yeah, that's the 3rd one in a row for me.
Yeah.
I am not doing good.
So, 8, you have never studied or even heard of you've heard of Yetis. You've never studied or encountered them before.
And the only Yetis I know of is that Druid kicked a bunch of them off the mountain near Fordham's home.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let me get
Best
the
Yeti's a dead
Bicycle
Yeti.
handout out. So, there's a handful of other places. The Aura crash site is noted as a Archmage level location, as it was labeled on his map. Discerning that the only people who are allowed to examine the territory up there are the Archmages themselves, for the own safety of the individuals going up there. The Alawak's Sanctuary is noted as a hidden away civilization of abnormally intelligent Yetis. Let me get the other place. That is noted as well. There is Mutalos, which is up here. The terrain every day at dawn completely shifts and alters from forestation to mountainous to swamp to tundra. It just constantly shifts every day at dawn, and the inhabitants of that location seem to just flee from it consistently. And then I believe the Fortress of the Dead Jaw.
Dead Jarl.
Dead Jarl. So, the Fortress of the Dead Jarl is an enormous fairy tale castle made entirely of ice. Noted unexplored.
Where on the map is the Frost Giant's home?
Over here.
Okay, so it's over here by the ruins.
By the ruins, it's like 10 miles away.
I think that's worth checking out as we travel in that direction. Anybody else?
Sure.
What, check out his home?
Her? What? Yeah. His, her,
him? I don't know.
There.
Yeah.
their home.
That's the safest one to use, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to assume that we're going to head to Alawak Sanctuary first. That seems to be the logical place to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're heading towards the ruins and then heading up north.
Right.
I don't know what would be the safest route. Would it be north of the ruins or south of the ruins, you think? You think there'd be enough way on the coastline to get across?
Hey, Argon, remember that spell that replayed the end of someone's life?
Oh, you mean when I did Legend Lore?
Maybe I'm confusing it. Was that in this game?
Oh, that
it was in this game.
Yeah.
Yes, but only oh, what was her name? She had the cat.
So, well, here's my question about that. Is that something that if you cast, it would play a moment in time?
For my remembrance of the spell, because I do remember I wasn't able to pick up on exactly how the spell, enough to work out how to do the spell.
Yeah.
It was the kind of thing where a person casts it to leave a memory behind.
Yeah.
And then you could come in and trigger it and see it. There wasn't like a look back in time at your discretion. Somebody had to do it at the time.
Got it. Okay. I just wondered if there was some way that we could view the time when they left so we could get a direction or a heading, but
we could try scrying them. We have scryed Jasper in the past.
Oof. For some reason, that feels so scary now.
Yeah, especially with the fact that she can modify individuals' perception of events. Like, she probably has more protection versus that.
Oh, I'd certainly never try and scry her. Well, no, I have done that too. So, no, we Legend Lord her.
Yeah. I just remember the last time we tried to gaze on her and Jasper, she stopped us after we saw her at the shrine.
Yeah.
So I would say let's head up to the Alawak Sanctuary. If there's Yetis up there, maybe they're as smart as the Yeti that I talked to when they were dead.
So let's try first on our path to stop in at the home of the Yeti that we killed, or the
Frost
The
giant.
frost giant.
frost giant.
Okay.
Alrighty. So,
Making note of where the lake is on our map, so we don't make that screw up again.
well, we'll certainly see.
Should we spend the night here so we can all replenish before we wander off, since so we don't have to sleep out in the.
Joey,
middle of the
how far away are we from the fort?
I think you said 5 miles.
Like 5
From
miles.
Ballon Post, about 5 miles.
Yeah. Okay, just making sure. I think we should go farther.
Yeah, if we have some daylight left, I agree with Bishop. We should go at least a little bit farther.
Okay.
You might also want to put your garb back on. Not your barbarian one, but your actual garb.
Yes, I will put my guard back on.
And I'll just put your barbarian garb into a pack.
Joey, was there anything with the spell focus, the infused spell focus?
+1
Okay.
to all your spell attacks and DC saving throw. Requires attunement.
Okay.
That's not bad.
No, it's good.
And
I have
that
a
has to
staff
be
that
your
does it,
spell
but-
focus.
Right.
Yeah, it has to be your spell focus, so.
Yeah.
And you can only be attuned to one spell focus at a time, so.
Right.
If anybody does want it, you're welcome to that.
Nope, I can't use it. My spell focus is through my blade. And
What does it
unfortunately,
look
those upgrades don't work on blades.
What does this focus look like? I forgot. It was like went
It's
on
a
2
bracelet.
fingers, went on 2 fingers, and then onto
Yeah,
the
it's that
wrist.
little
So-
bracelet.
It is a rings on 2 fingers that wrap around as a bracelet that locks onto the wrist.
I should be able to use that if I tune to it, right? Well,
Correct. As a spell focus, you could use it as one.
It'd make more sense to have it on you than it would on anyone else, really.
Literally everyone in the party could attune to it and use it.
Yeah.
But if you have an open slot... Oh no, guys. Is this going to be the first magic item we give Bishop?
I'm more just heads up. I am gone 2 weeks in April. I'm not planning on leaving the campaign.
That's why my chair's not going in your home.
Until you
There's-
get back here, man.
I'm not risking that on anybody but Corvus and Fordrum, only because they've been in the campaign long enough that I'm
That's fair.
gonna come back.
The last person I gave a legendary augment to literally left the session after he attuned to it.
Do you mind if I play with this for a little bit?
No, help yourself.
I can't use it. Argan's got something better.
Mine's not better. I would use it if instead of carrying around the staff, but not if you can get use out of it, because my staff does the same thing for me. So
As a player, it's something I can get use out of, and should something happen to me, I get stuck in Europe. You're only missing a spell focus. It's not a legendary, so
yeah.
I think we're pretty safe.
Hey, for all we know, it's cursed.
Cursed, you say? Fun.
That's
He
the
was-
downside of identify.
He
We
was
can't tell.
using it. It's probably I identified it.
Yeah, but that doesn't tell you if it's cursed.
Well, that's true.
Not in my games. Because that makes it boring.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I love how as soon as we said cursed, we had his interest, but now we have his erection.
So is he an archmage or an archpriest?
He was a mage.
Oh, mage. I thought he was a priest.
Ooh.
No,
Wardlow.
no, he was a
No.
mage. He's a member of the Cerberus Assembly. They're all mages.
Ah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll
Take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. And then I'm not going to tune to it yet, but I probably will at night tonight.
Okay.
So, you all want to continue traveling out?
Yeah.
Might have rolled the D100
Can we?
for the
Do
encounter.
we know more about where that lake was so that we can avoid it more accurately this time, or do you want us to roll? as we travel.
Pretty much don't hug the mountains to Utala.
Yeah,
The lake was right up against the mountain.
right.
And with our 26, we got a pretty decent idea of our survival on our map.
You've marked where not to walk at this point pretty well.
Though, if we did find the lake, there is a certain amount of me that's sort of like, that might be a decent way to get rid of this note.
Once I know I don't need
I have
my
an
spells.
idea of how to get rid of the notes.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Argan?
I was just gonna say I was gonna try and dispel it once I know I don't need my spell slots for the rest of the day, or less likely to need my spell slots for the rest of the way.
I
Let
was
me put it
thinking
that
of,
way.
I was thinking of licking it and sticking it to one of these balls.
I was
and just-
gonna try just ripping it in half.
Stick it on a ball and chuck it in the water.
drop it in the lake, throw it up in the air, and let it land in the lake.
Just all the guys in the background. Yes, this is good. So,
I'll take lead.
Alright. I'll be on
as
the
you're
back
all
of the chair.
traveling, I would like you to roll me a D100.
Here you go. 53.
Now somebody roll me a D6.
I got it.
Oh, Argon.
Feats.
6 hungry.
Is that a good or a bad?
It's a number.
I am always
While you're at
watching
it.
the sky.
Yeah, that's good. While you're all traveling, I would also like one of you, if you could be so kind as to roll me a D8.
That'd be a 2.
You all travel, heading over towards the ridged canyons that you all passed through just a few days before. As you're moving, the air is persistent, wailing upon you and whirling the loose bits of snowy drift around you very, very consistently. I would like everybody's marching order, please. Who would be in the front? Who would be in the middle? Who would be in the back?
I'll be second.
I'm on the back of Argan's
Second.
chair. Argan's in front of me.
Boardroom first.
So I guess that means Argon and Sinclair are probably last. Bishop would be in the middle then. Unless he wants something else.
No.
Very well. As you all are traveling, none of you have Sentinel, right? Or
No.
Observant, sorry.
No.
Nope.
No, I lost my advantage. But I lost the augment.
I would like you all to roll me initiative as somehow 3 frost giants sneak up on you as you are traveling through the wasteland. They rolled a 19 on stealth. With their -1, they are successful.
Only we could get
Snuck up
stealthed
on
upon
by
by frost giants.
Frost giants, yeah.
Let me change.
Argan, they're your people. Talk to them.
Yeah, I don't think it really works that way.
Tell them we met the frost.
So, none of you are aware of anything as you are traveling. You are just walking, marching, Sinclair is actively watching the sky above him to be careful of the surrounding area. The sky darkens. Now I'm going to roll 3d 3, 4, 5.
Oh no, this is gonna suck for me.
The first rock.
Comes to me.
Nope. First person in the line.
No, my armor.
Wardrum. Only if it's in your Oh.
Yeah, all hostile
Bishop.
ranged attacks within range auto target me.
Bishop, does a 19 hit.
Why would
Not
you
Bishop,
equip
Sinclair.
that?
It does. It does.
No, not Bishop. I apologize. Sinclair, are you actively wielding your shield? That's the question.
It's not a shield, it's in my armor.
Oh, yeah, it's always on you then. 19 to hit. 28 bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
Bye, Sinclair.
18 to hit.
Yep.
28 bludgeoning damage. And a 22 to hit. You all watch as the sky above you darkens with these 3 massive boulders. One aimed at Fordrum, one aimed at Argon, and one aimed at Bishop. And all of them, mid-air, redirect as Sinclair looks at the darkened sky. And all 3 of them crash and slam on top of you as you look over at these massive frost giants bounding and charging towards your group. Having a blast right now.
It did some damage. I
What's
took
that,
a total
35 feet?
of 30,
Yeah,
42
20.
damage.
No, it's 28 each.
I take half because I'm resistant to that damage as well.
From ranged projectiles. That's right. Yes. So 14
I
times
took half.
3 is 30, 42.
Yeah, I'm at 88.
So the one comes running up. Hey, Rapadoon. Speaking in giant. Hey, my rock missed. The other one from behind. No, stupid. It hit this one instead. This one runs up. No, stupid. I hit this one. And Fordrum. Their second attack is a great axe swinging down towards you.
Oh,
21 to
both
hit.
of those hit.
That'll be 25 points of slashing damage. Next one, going in towards... Wait, he was the second one for Argon.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's a baby. 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
25 slashing damage. And Sinclair in the back.
Is
17
this
to
an
hit.
advantage?
Nope. No. Oh, wait, flanking. Yeah. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
25 slashing damage. That is the end of the surprise round. Top of the order is Argon.
Oh, yeah. So, I guess we'll just go ahead. No, we won't do it. We'll disengage. 15, 20. I was gonna Misty Step and risk the wild magic, but I said not to.
Well, oh yeah, it's teleportation.
It's automatic. It's teleportation. It's automatic. So that's action. So that's pretty much all I could do.
True enough. Corvus, it's your go. For some reason, none of them
Alright.
focused on you.
Huh, weird. I'm gonna flame up my sword and get this guy in front here.
Go for it.
Boom.
What were y'all saying about Corvus? Please don't taunt him again. The 14 misses, but on the first one, you pull out your flame tongue and slash all the way up this massive, gigantic frost giant. He just pushing him backwards. 25, 33 points on the first attack. Woo! Wait. 33. Yep.
Huh?
Second attack, you swing out, and he kind of like shoves his massive hand, pushing your arm away before you get in contact. But you flip around and gash underneath it for another 19.
I'm just gonna let that be it for now.
Alrighty. It's their turn again. Hey, guys. This one burns. 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 Corvus, two of them have... Oh, wait. Bishop, would you like an attack of opportunity? Or...
I
No,
would.
Sinclair, would you like an attack of opportunity?
I would. So we have life drinker on. We have draining on. Turn that off. Turn that off. And I'm gonna hit him with my katana. I can't use cantrip katana, so katana.
22 hits for 19 points of damage. Not bad.
And I heal 1.
Yep. Oh! Hey! Don't eat my attack. Still speaking in giant, so I think Argon's the only one who understands right now. All three of them are going to unleash a total of 6 great axe attacks against you, Corvus, at advantage.
Okay. Miss.
19 misses.
I'm
28
gonna.
hits.
Ooh, that 28 does hit, even if I shield.
Yep.
Miss.
22.
Miss.
18.
Miss. Shield.
So you take a total of 25 slashing damage as you're parrying, dashing, dodging,
Oh no, I'm
pushing,
out of triple
trying
digits.
to dodge your way out away from the three of them. All right, wait until next turn, motherfucker. All right, Bishop, there you go.
Okay, so I am going to bunny hop my rabbit hop my 20 feet, where I don't take attacks of opportunity,
Boing.
and then I'm gonna run, do my movement. 5, 10, 15.
Hey, you'd leap over it. Urgh.
And then I am the one that is already damaged next to Fordrum and Corvus. I am going to attempt to hit with my rocks.
Left or right?
The one that's already damaged.
They're
Yeah,
both
Both of
damaged.
them are damaged. One is
Oh.
damaged more. That's the right one.
The one on
Do you
the
not
right.
see their hit points?
I do. I just didn't see the other one was hit.
The green aura.
Oh, jeez. Do I go?
Oh,
Yeah,
Fortune.
we'll
We'll
go
turn
for
that aura off.
that was good. I missed. I saw so much of the health bar on the other one that I thought. Okay, here we go. Attempt at attack number 1. 19 to hit.
19 hits. Yes, sir.
And that'll be 3 plus 4 is 7 for that first hit, and we will move him. Is there a size limitation on that? I don't think so.
There should be, but there isn't.
No.
I just realized that. So anyway, 10 feet.
It's the best invocation, let's be honest.
5, 10.
All right. I mean, that was the whole plan of making this. But
Yeah, exactly.
I just
There really should
Did
be a
not-
size limitation. 2 size categories larger than you does not move. Like
move. Yeah. All right. Attack number 2.
you can move a fucking
24 to
terrace.
hit.
That hits.
Bishop, move him away from us.
He's working on it.
I'm working
A
on
little
it.
further.
Little further.
So that'll be my
14.
And actually, I don't know why it's not showing up on here. I thought it did before. There should be another 10, 5 on the first one and 5 on this one for the charisma bonus.
Agonizing blast.
Yeah. I don't know why that's not showing up. I'll try to fix that. And then, so he moves 10 feet for that, and then another 5 feet for... the first attack should have been 15 feet. 10 feet for Agonizing Blast and 5 feet for... I forget what it's called. And then, final attack. $17 to hit.
17 hits. Sir.
Right. And then for another 10 total. How was that?
God.
It
Piss it off.
reaches for another rock.
Yeah.
Oh,
I knew
no.
That was coming. I knew that was coming.
Why did you wear that?
Sinclair. He's helping, guys.
Question. If I were to move to my right, the one on my left side would get an attack, right? Because of size? Reach?
Their size definitely has reach.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was making sure of. Either way, I would take an attack. So I'm just going to
Just,
move
Jump to the left. Step to the right.
here.
Step to the right. Yes. You're still within
I'm still
range.
within. Yeah, I'm still within range. I'm going to bonus action. Mark this SOB.
Mark.
Stop throwing rocks. It's not friendly. And we are going to put that check mark on. And Hex Katana.
Artgen, you hear that one scream out, I think they only speak puny. Yeah. That hits.
Should be at
18
advantage,
points of
so give me a
damage.
second. Let me re-roll it.
You have
to see if I
advantage?
fix it.
Why?
Oh, no, I don't. I'm too far.
Yeah.
And then the second strike. 23.
Ooh, good chunks. For 24 points of damage.
I gain 2 health.
Well done.
Slowly regen my health. It's movement, bonus, and action. Yeah. I'm
Fortune.
not looking forward to that rock.
Question. Can I move like through? Because I don't know exactly. Like, can I move to there and not?
You'd have... Yeah. You're definitely small enough you could run underneath his...
Right. Yeah.
Between his
And-
legs.
That's what it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I-
you're a dwarf. You know how to run between a giant's legs. To
Yeah. No, I know.
get
It's not my first
attacks.
time. Trust me.
Use the balls.
They teach you this in grade school, I think.
They do. They do.
You swing up as you run.
Yeah. You can't. These are taller than the ones we were practicing with, so swinging up just is like. And I don't look up. I don't want to see what he has under his skirt.
Good call. Good call.
But I'm going for ankle at this point.
Yep.
20,
20 hits. Yes, sir.
6 points.
6.
Hit him again. 26.
Ooh.
11 points.
Got a good couple of wallops in there. All done?
Yeah.
Argan.
I can understand you just fine, you know.
You say that in giant?
In giant, yes.
Fireball?
Yeah. Because I know
Do it.
Fordrum's immune, so.
Oh, I
On
forgot.
top of the ice. I love it.
I thought we weren't on the ice.
Well, you're not on the lake.
Okay. I'll take ice. I don't care about lake.
Yeah. You're not on the lake. All right, so deck save.
Yeah.
Failed.
Oh, I don't know.
Failed.
I don't know why it didn't cast it, but. Why is it not? Oh, there it goes.
Oh,
Oh, it rolled it twice. It was just really slow.
Well, 27. 27 was the right one. Your little bead of fire sits out and envelops in a perfect circle, and all of you notice the flames around Fordrum, as they're colliding where his body stands, are snuffed immediately.
No, I don't snuff magical. Natural.
It's flavor because you're immune. It just doesn't
Cool.
touch you.
Cool.
Even the flames of Pelagornis couldn't hurt you.
No.
And that's my turn.
I don't know that guy, but cool.
Oh, he's looking real rough. This one's also looking pretty damn rough.
I don't know why Argon doesn't like to stand next to me. I'm gonna have to move.
I'm protecting you from your own teleport shenanigans.
I'm gonna start whacking on the guy I have advantage on because of flanking.
Yep.
Oh.
22, 23, 29.
Crit.
Well, let's start with the first two attacks. 19 points of damage. The second attack was, how much damage is that?
13.
So you did need all 3 attacks to kill him. How do you want to do this?
I'm just gonna get him right in the Achilles heel and then just carve up his other leg and just bring it up for like the final slash across the chest.
As you start massacring against the leg, cutting him down to your size and wrecking this creature before he collapses to the ground, you hear the other one call out, "Berg!"
My cover! There's
All
a
done?
reason I hid behind that
Well,
one.
technically now he's in a heap, so he should be better cover.
All done, Corvus?
I'm gonna use my second wind.
Ooh, good win.
move,
Good
lead into a
win.
rock.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
You killed my
That's it.
brother. They both come in and they are going to unleash 4 great axe attacks against you at advantage.
Miss.
Oh, I gained health because he died.
Oh!
That was go hit. Good.
Gained another
Miss.
5 health.
Oh!
Oh,
You had to taunt him, didn't you, Corvus?
I did.
So
I deem it worth it.
50. All right, so we're at 50, and then we're at 88 points of slashing damage. 88 points of slashing damage with 2 hits.
Okay.
You kill Berg. Still in giant. Bishop.
Yarg. Okay, I think the best way to do this. I don't want to. Okay, I'm going to go the one that's wounded to the far north.
Yep.
I'm going to toss rocks at him.
down. Nice.
25
Hits.
for 13 points of damage, and the first one's 15 feet.
Yep, 15 feet.
Second attack.
Oh, he's looking bloody. Wait, did you update with your extra 5?
No,
No, you did
No,
not.
I didn't.
that's why you said
All right,
13.
you still need a second attack.
No. 13, because there's 4.
no.
for-
Yeah.
So
I got you.
it was
I apologize.
13
22
plus
hits.
5. Yep. So the first one would have been 18, and then the second one would have been. Oh, I haven't rolled damage. 14.
How do you want to do this?
Take out his kneecaps.
As both of the bolts twist into the knee, snapping it sideways, your little rock pellet slams into his neck, colliding him down onto the ground, cracking it sideways as the creature's just lying there staring directly at you, Bishop.
Nice.
Your third beam.
Okay, third beam. I will. I'm going to use my movement. 10, Okay, and then now I will attack the one due north for the third beam. Uh, 28, I'm assuming that hits.
Yep. And that'll be first blood on this one.
Oh, I did not mean to. I don't know what I clicked. Clicked the wrong button. For 7. Let me go ahead and fix that. Let me think about it.
Yeah. So you end up pushing him 10 feet further away. All done?
I say to Corvus, "It is the coward that lives to tell the tale of the hero." And I'm done.
Sinclair.
Move up, and as I do, I am going to bonus action X, which means I need to roll a d20. No wild magic.
Okay. What are you giving it disadvantage on, ability check wise?
Let's say strength based ones.
Ready.
I'm not quite sure which stat would be the best to neg on these things. So
They get finesse with giant axes, so it's no problem. I'm just teasing.
You're right. Strength is a good one.
Should have gone for
It's actually the
charisma
best
just in case we
stat.
needed to negotiate.
Now, does that go up in damage or is it just the duration? Just double checking.
It stays the same
Oh,
damage.
okay.
It's the duration that increases.
Okay. So with it hexed, I'm going to strike it again with my hex blade.
$15 just barely hits. 23.
I get a new effect. I get maddening hex because he's got a hex on him. And then
16 hits.
for another 29. And I just call down up to it. Fight me, you chicken. And I
Alrighty.
gain 2
He's
more
almost
health.
hurt. Woo! Boardroom.
So it looks like he's in armor. Is he, or is he in leathers?
He is in a patchwork leather armor.
Got it.
So it's scraps of leather that he's thrown onto himself.
Yep.
There are little fixations of metal within it as well.
Guess I'm wondering if heat metal would hurt or not necessarily. I think I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna fly, so I'm gonna run like I'm walking, step on this body, but start to fly as if it's a huge leap. Which will, I'm literally gonna be over Corvus, like up in the air, and then hit him a lot, hopefully. 18?
You don't have flanking?
Hits.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, no
Was-
flanking. So 14 just barely misses.
Okay.
Wait, why are you standing on top of Corvus?
I'm flying.
Oh, yeah. 14 just barely misses.
Okay, then I'll swing again.
Crit.
25.
Battle it.
Hit.
And then I will second wind. Try and keep beating on him. 27 for 8 more. And the last one of, almost. 28. 6.
More.
So 3 out of 4 hit.
I'm picturing their patchwork leather armor as like suits of leather armor that humanoids were wearing that crushed and just stitched together, so it's like little.
Pretty much, yeah.
They just take the plates and just go pop, smash them flat, sew them in with something else.
Yep, got little
Uh,
whatever those are called.
Breastplates, kind of strewn.
Argan.
Okay.
I also look like a good place for Argan to aim if he wants to shoot something fiery high.
Yeah. No, I think I'm just gonna firebolt him because it looks like the rest of you have this fairly well in hand at this point.
I use my
That
4
hits
words.
for
Boring.
Argan's conservative spellcaster.
Someone has to be. All done?
Yeah, that's it.
Orvis.
Gonna move up here to get flanking with Sinclair. And then I'm just gonna tear into him.
Jesus.
Nice.
Well, let me count. Okay. 18, 19. How do you want to do this?
I feel like second verse same as the first.
Take out his legs.
Start hacking into the legs of this monstrous creature, collapsing it down onto the ground as it lies there wailing, "My brothers," dying on the ground.
That was so sad.
I don't.
Well, none of you understood.
I
him
could have
except
felt worse.
They were evidently all brothers.
Oh, that might be why they got so pissed off about that.
That was probably why.
Hmm.
you
Excuse
think
me,
they're
I
of
need a nice
relation-
nap somewhere.
Do you think they're of relation to the other one?
Can I tell if there's any like tribal markings or anything else that would make me think that they're part of the same group, like tribal tattoos or
Roll me a nature check.
okay?
Let's start going through their stuff. Nice.
1T. They have a similar facial structure to one of the faces of the massive frost giant that you encountered, the everlasting one. And their patchworking seems very similar. You would assume these would probably be her descendants of some variety. Sons, grandsons, things like that.
Yeah, so they were somehow related to the. I think it was the Everfrost.
Yeah.
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 Oh, you want me to ask them anything when I give them their parting words?
I don't know that they're gonna have a whole lot to tell us.
Yeah. Also, I don't know that you can speak their language there.
Well, that's the nice thing about my spell. It makes them technically undead, so I can speak to them.
That's a loophole.
Oh, it's their essence.
I don't know of any pressing questions I would have for them.
Do they have more in their tribe at the camp of the Everfrost?
You could ask them if they have any good recipes or ghost stories, favorite toys.
Do they know anything about the Yetis to the north?
I mean, you would have asked one.
All right.
So
Go ahead.
run ahead
Uh,
while Fordrum goes through their pockets. I'll help Fortune go through their pockets.
Already starting to.
I'm also going
picture
to
you
cast
crawling in
another
there.
spell, so here's the d20 for it.
This pouch is like the size of me.
Tongues.
Fuck.
Joey. Tongues.
You're casting your spell? Tongues, okay.
For
under
the next
question.
hour, I can ask each one of these bodies 5 questions. So, first question for the one that looks like the oldest between the 3. Are you children of the Everfrost?
Roll your spell in chat, please.
The language is why I cast tongues. So it'll understand my question, and I'll understand its response.
The corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy. Fuck you. You killed Berg.
No, he did.
Well, that was the first answer.
Which he were you referring to? Oh, he can't hear me.
I'm going to ask my question again. And when I ask it, I say, this one, and I point to the one that killed Berg, killed the Everfrost. Show him some respect.
You killed Grandma? Rude. That's the second answer.
He best.
You did attack it. You are an enemy to it.
Would I be considered an enemy against the one I didn't attack?
You attacked one of its brothers.
Okay.
You're an enemy.
Let me see if I can't word this in a way that he might actually answer. I point at Corvus and go, that one bested Grandma in combat as he did you and your brothers. We ask if you know of the Yetis to the northwest.
Hope you get frostbite.
Cremation.
Yep.
That it sounded like you were just taunting the poor thing.
Yep. They said Grandma was the Everfrost, so these are her children, or grandchildren, I guess. So there's at least a pair of parents where these 3 came from.
Were her grandchildren.
Yeah. So there's at least 2 more possibly at the camp, if not exploring. But yeah, they don't have any information they're willing to impart because well, they think Corvus is a dick. Because he killed Grandma and he killed his brothers.
2 out of 3.
How do they know that he killed the grandma?
Literally just told them.
Is it audible when he's talking to him?
Yes.
Can I hear Sinclair?
Yep.
Oh,
I'm
'cause
using
Sinclair-
tongues.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone
But he-
can hear me.
Well, and I speak giant anyways, because Sinclair told him he killed him.
Why?
Really?
Why?
Be there.
What's with
Because
all
I
the
thought-
questionable decisions?
I thought maybe because you defeated their guardian, you might be like a champion of their people now. Like tribal stuff. Like, I don't know. When
I think tribes
when
do.
someone overthrew a shogun back in my time, the people who took him out were treated with more respect by the people that were being oppressed.
Well, that's just backwards. That does
Yeah.
not work anywhere else.
Well, there was a great war after all that, so
See, that explains it.
You killed their grandma. Like,
No wonder he was a tad hostile towards you.
also you don't look so good, Corvus.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Thankfully, beating up on these guys as much as we did, I got most of mine back.
What time of day is it? I'm just trying to decide if we should short rest or move on.
it's at this point a little past noon.
I feel like we can fit a quick breather, right?
We could have lunch. We could make some tea and have some food.
Let's eat over there. Like, this is all bloody and weird.
Well, did you find anything while you were searching them?
Joey?
Investigation, Argon.
Or
Or whoever was
Wardrobe was
investigating.
doing it,
All right.
but I give you advantage. I
5.
was helping you.
oh,
They got a lot of dried. They got a lot of dried meat that's yellow. And well, they have their great axes, which look pretty reasonable.
Pick one up.
If you were looking for patchwork style armor, you could grab it off of it. For Forgerum in particular, we can add about 90 GP worth of scrap metals if you wish to take it off the armor. And
I'm gonna pass on these. I feel like there's probably
Argon, is there any magic on them?
I would be surprised.
I'm asking, at least.
We'd have to camp for 10 minutes for me to know that. And I really doubt there's. Fortune didn't really seem to find much on them, so.
Well,
Well,
I
if
think
we
the
sit here
the
for
drying,
an hour and... Sorry, Sinclair, go on.
I think the drying human flesh kind of makes everyone turn away except my kind. It's tasty and with the right seasoning.
Yeah, I think it's time to walk away for a while, and we'll set up camp not within range of this.
I start following Argon.
Me too.
alrighty, then you all leave the local area, go to gather yourselves and take a short rest. Let me just see if anything happens during your short rest time. Oh, that you successfully short rest, everybody.
Ah, bummer.
Good.
So many dice.
Mm.
All right, y'all tell
It's
me when you're done
Tuesday.
rolling hit dice.
I'm done.
It is Tuesday. Yes. Thank you.
What is arcane recovery? How many do I
Sorry, I
get
remember
back?
those asking.
Half my level.
And I'm up to full, and I only used 5.
Half your level up to 5th level. Argon.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I've avoided casting 5th level spells. I'm not,
Yeah.
the reckless person that the rest of our casters are.
I'm going to maintain my
Sometimes fun
concentration.
Things happen.
Yeah.
It's not all bad.
I'm going to
I-
maintain my concentration on Hex. Just in case we run into something tonight.
That's
It's
fair.
24 hours.
What were you saying, Bishop?
Oh, I was just saying that it's not all bad.
Fell
some-
into the floor, Bishop.
Well, but sometimes it's all in fun.
You seen my fingers? That was a wild magic surge too. Argon's fingers are crystal clear.
At least you didn't shoot yourself in the hand.
That's just stupidity.
I'm trying to find the safety on this thing, and I still can't find it. Fortune
you gonna
doesn't
be
know
looking
anything about
again?
firearms.
I will take a look at it.
There's no
Very,
safety to trigger.
very-
I show you which end's the firing in, which one caused it to fire. 'Cause those are
Intelligence.
the only
Yes.
two things I know about.
Oh, whoops! Sorry, that was a save. So I only rolled
Oh, so -4 to that.
-4 to that.
6. What the fuck is a safety? A sheath? There's no sheath on it.
Yeah, I don't know of. I've never heard of a way to make these safe, Sinclair, other than not
And
loading
it does not look. It does not look like you could put a cork at the end of it either, and that would work. You're not sure. Like,
Okay, so I guess only point the business in towards something I want shot.
I think that's something tells me deep down. I've heard stories that never point one of these at something you don't intend to kill, kind of thing. So always treat it like it's loaded. Keep your finger off the trigger unless you're going to use it, kind of thing.
Gunpowder wasn't a big commodity when I was alive, so like I know that Whitestone uses them.
I have passing awareness of its existence, and that's about as much as Argon would know.
You think the Queen of Whitestone would appreciate a gift like this?
From what I remember, her husband crafted this stuff, so it's a crapshoot. Either it will be not nearly as good as the stuff he made, or it will remind her of him, which could be good, I guess. So,
Or she could just think it was boring.
anything's possible. I mean, they did have guns on the guards there, so they're not super uncommon in Whitestone. All right, well, I guess we keep marching, right?
whoever is using
Yeah.
the map, I would like a survival check from you.
I think that'll be me.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I will spend the short rest starting to read through Wardlow's journal. But not at any real super pace.
It's going to take you quite a long time to get discernible information without looking for something in particular, so we'll just wait for
Yeah,
downtime
and that's
to
fine.
start
Yeah.
discerning stuff like that.
Yeah. I just wanted to mention it. I'll be doing it for a bit.
Are you all still intending on going to the Everfrost's lair?
Yes.
We just know that there's probably 2 more giants.
Well, at some point there was 2 more.
It could be a whole colony. She could have been, like you said, the warlord of them.
Yeah.
Of course, if she was, why wouldn't she attack with more than just herself? But
Grandma went out for a ride.
Or the parents
Got
could
took
have
out by a
died.
Corvus.
Yeah.
I think that's a piece of
Grandma got ran
information.
over by adventurers.
Yeah, I think that's a piece of
Wow.
information we should stop sharing in case.
I think if we run into any more, Argon needs to speak up first before they kill us.
They dropped 3 rocks on you before I even knew they were there.
Well,
And
I'm
if you're
more
gonna
focused-
be a missile magnet, I don't think I want you riding on the back of the chair.
Hey, it kept it from hitting you.
That's true.
At least it gives me protection against said attacks.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's worth the trade-off, Sinclair.
I'll keep it on until we leave this place, I guess. It seems to be more beneficial than worse.
You all travel. And Fordrum, you believe that you're on the proper path back over to her lair. You start finding these large piles of mammoth dung. You walk past the mammoth bodies. It's all frozen over, so you don't smell it. And they've been dead long enough that it is definitely frozen over at this point.
Right.
Is there ivory?
Moving. Well, you guys did a survival check previously to find if there was anything valuable on the mammoths, and it did not yield anything for you. So,
Okay.
as you're moving through here, it's surprisingly safe. The tales of the Everfrost dying has not spread to the wandering wildlife of this territory, meaning this territory is still claimed by her as the apex predator. As you move through, you see a thick, frozen tunnel made completely out of ice. Roughly about 25 feet tall, stretching from side to side about 50 feet in total. And as you are moving closer towards it, there is a chill pushing from inside of it out towards all of you.
Oof. Well, I don't know, but I think that's the lair.
Probably a good guess. Are there any markings or anything on the outside?
Tribal markings?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
$17, not bad, not bad. You notice there are what appears to be the spines of kills hanging down, kind of like wind chimes from the top of the frozen over mound.
That might be a way to bring out whatever's inside.
Rather than trying to fight them in the tunnel.
Yeah. Of course, in the tunnel, they might not be able to move as well.
Thaumaturgy on the wind chime.
All right, it's
Ring
no
the
plan.
dinner bell.
Let's just go.
How tall is the tunnel?
25 feet tall.
I rang the
About
dinner
50
bell.
feet wide.
Pretty sure that was a thought, not go do this action on Fordrum's part, Sinclair.
Oh, he heard you. Dong, 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 dong.
Yeah,
dong,
I
dong.
know.
The logic was sound. I would rather fight it out here than in there.
Yes, but I would have liked to have us fully discuss the plan first.
And in there, they might have had less range throwing the rocks.
So
You all
I
look over.
get ready
Yeah.
for whatever's going to come charging out of this hole. And as soon as I see or hear something, I'm probably going to cast down the hole.
You look
Okay.
over. Yeah, Argan?
I was just gonna say I was gonna cast Mage Armor on myself since this is happening.
It's happening.
A passive of 15 or higher in this party. Sinclair,
Me.
Fordrum. The two of you hear the padding of feet against the snowy drift inside of the cavern. A moment goes by, and eventually you watch as a 10-foot tall giant walks out.
I wave.
Dasan, Daso. Argan, you hear it say, go away. Sleeping.
Did he see Sinclair wave at him?
Yeah.
Okay. He wants us to go away. He's sleeping.
Tell him Grandma sent us.
No.
We could be cave to cave broom salesman.
Is the lady of the house home?
In giant.
You ask him that?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. No, I'm man of house. He buffs himself up to stretch up to 11 feet tall.
Does he look like he's juvenile?
Roll me a nature check.
Because I'm assuming he's much shorter than the other ones we've seen.
Oh, the other ones were embarking on 20 feet. The Everfrost was 25-ish. Or sorry, the Ever.
Yeah.
24. You would estimate that this one is, for age scaling, about middle-aged teens for giants.
So I'm gonna turn to Corvus. I know Corvus speaks Draconic. I know Sinclair does as well. I'm pretty sure this is a kid, like teen. Not really sure I want to go down this road.
Well, I could just tell him that Grandma told us that we could spend the night here.
Yeah,
We don't have to kill him. We just go in and we rob the place. If we happen to see anything of value.
we've taken all of his protection and help, and I don't know that I want to steal all of his supplies and stuff too.
No. Just the magical stuff.
15.
This is all draconic.
Sinclair and Fordrum hear the individual kind of like creepily sneaking up behind all of you, like curiously.
I'm gonna cast tongue, so
Wait, behind us?
Or sneaking up towards you all. Sorry.
hello there, young one.
Hey.
Grandmother
Now you insult him.
Everfrost met us on the road. My friend here is of the small variety of your kind. She offered him in exchange for a trade lodging at your cave tonight.
I say a Draconic. I am not sleeping in this thing's cave, Sinclair.
And I hit the pause she offered him, and I was like, okay, we're going that way.
Everfrost said you could stay here?
She made a deal with this one to spend the night in her cave while we head north to talk with the Yetis. In exchange, he traded her food and knowledge on the intruders in the south.
Roll me a deception check.
Stop dragging me into this.
I'm going to use my game advantage.
Yep.
Fordham just shakes his head like, oh dear.
14.
14. You're lying. Everfrost hasn't been back in multiple days. Where'd she go? Did you kill her?
I'm sure she's just out checking traps or something. If you'll excuse us, I think we'll be on our way. I'm going to start shoving Sinclair away from the cave.
Wait, you killed her?
What?
Oh,
I didn't-
great! Oh, finally! Ah, good.
Wait, you're happy?
Yeah! I'm from foreign.
Oh, so you are not of her clan.
No.
Well, we killed 3 more of her clansmen.
Oh,
Their
good.
names were, and I repeat the names that the body had told me.
Am I understanding half of this conversation?
Yes, you understand because it's
Sinclair's
us.
half.
Yeah, just Sinclair's staff. We don't understand what he's saying back, but we know everything that Sinclair's saying. Exactly.
Is this her
Yep.
lair? Asking that.
Yeah, she lives here. She
Well,
lives here.
she did.
I guess no more. She dead here.
Your cave now.
Ah,
Do,
yeah.
do you
And
speak
he'll
common?
clear his voice. Common, yes. Little.
Not everyone here speaks giant, so
Right.
do you know how many
I'm,
members of her clan there were?
6.
Well, including her.
More than 6.
Okay. There's only 3 left then. We killed her and
I
her
don't think
3
that math
grandsons.
is right.
Yeah, no, it isn't.
So this is now your cave,
Yeah.
and I point on the map where her remains are. If you wish to go put her head on a pike and use as a trophy, she is buried out here.
Oh.
And I hand him her map.
Oh, yeah. Good. Yeah, perfect. Good cave.
I thought
Might we come in out of this cold?
Cold? Sure, yeah, come on.
For small folk like us, weather bites through our skin much easier.
He switched to speaking giant. Why is she talking like that?
It's just the way he is. So are you the only one here at the cave right now?
Uh-huh.
So why did you stay if you're not part of her clan, if you're from foreign?
If I run, they catch me, drag me back.
Do you have any idea where the rest of her clan went and when they are coming back?
Oh, they have own tunnels around here. Far.
Okay,
Never been. I've only been to this one.
so none of the rest of them live in this cave.
Yeah.
Well, this is now your cave.
Yeah. I'm the new Everfrost. Yeah.
I can't.
Thank you
believe
for
this.
letting us stay in your cave.
I can't believe this worked
Yeah.
out. So what's in foreign?
Foreign? Oh,
Yeah.
foreigners. Why, foreigners. He'll switch over to common, so everyone can hear. He seems to be well, admittedly, a lot more sociable individual.
Thank God.
Foreign is large area. Many small, people groups. Some giant. Other.
maybe you can show us on the map.
Oh. Wow.
And admittedly, as a player, I was
look.
thinking different foreign than foreign on the map until I saw the map.
Yeah, foreign right there.
Ah,
Forward. And he
So
he
you're
like
from the
shows you
north.
with his finger this area here.
so that's where your clan hails from?
No, I'm from foreign. not north.
Well, that's where
Uh,
you come from, right?
Foreign.
Yeah. Are
yeah.
your people as welcoming as you are? If we end up going up there?
Some. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are not going to foreign.
Yeah. He looks at your group and points at Fordrum. People like him attack people like us. So we attack people like him.
Where do people like him attack from? Is it south or north of your home?
Oh, I don't know. They tell me it happens, so we know and look out.
Ah.
Yeah.
I point to the Balin post in the south. Don't go down there. Angry people.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Well, home is home. And he gestures into the cave and wanders over towards the bed and immediately rips off some of the sheets that are lying there, tossing them outside and creating a stone fire to burn them. Ah. He sits in the middle of the frozen area. There's no actual furniture in here, but there's plenty of pelts and other things that you would have to grab and really hoist to be able to use to keep yourself warm. Good. So, friends?
Yes. We are heading to speak with the Yetis and the Alawak.
Alawa.
And I point on the map where it's located. This is Alawak. Yetis live there.
Oh, Brightheart.
Ah.
She's nice. He's speaking common, by the way, right now, so everybody can hear him.
So that's the leader of the Yetis?
Yeah, Brightheart, leader. She's nice.
What is your name?
My name? I'm Everfrost now.
What was it before, though?
Oh.
Because until she hears of your triumphant rise to power as the new Everfrost of this area, she will only know you of your older name.
Oh, she didn't know me. I'm just kid. Molton.
Molton. Okay.
Yeah, but now, Everfrost.
You'll need new mammoths.
I'll catch some too. You want meat? He holds out a large leg that looks like a goat leg, uncooked, skinned.
Well, that's better than I expected.
And there's a fire here?
Yes.
Outside, yeah.
I'll take
He's
it
burning
from
a
him.
bunch of her belongings.
Argid. In Draconic, I say, can you detect magic?
I'll take the
Oh,
leg and
everybody
start
understands you.
turning
Go
it.
ahead, Fortune. Sorry.
I'm just going to start
Fire.
cooking this meat over the fire, not letting it burn, since I can practically stand.
In the fire.
Yeah. I don't do that, but I get pretty close.
Oh, wait. Wait, it's a mundane fire.
Uh-huh.
As Fortune goes over to it, it extinguishes.
It starts, yep.
Boredom, that was our heat.
I back up and see if the breeze blows it back into being.
You gust and then it blazes back up.
Here, I will go cook your meat for you.
Oh, crap.
You have big breath.
Yeah, he does. I'll cast Detect Magic and then, or ritually cast Detect Magic and then kind of wander through the cave just to see if there's anything.
Roll me a perception check. See if you see anything. 11. There is one thing in here that you discern as magical. There is a cage in the shape of a bird cage, but large enough that any of you could fit inside of it standing up. The School of Magic appears to be enchantment.
I will
Delilah.
tell Sinclair.
We could throw Delilah in that. You think it'll hold her?
Doubtful? Well, I don't even know what it does. And I'm not sure how we would get it there anyways. It's bigger than any of us.
Oh, that's the dancing cage.
Did you say dancing cage?
Yeah, she gets, bored, captures people, gestures at Fordrum, sometimes put them in cage, and they start dancing, and they keep dancing, and they dance.
I just can't stop.
Yeah, well, that's quite interesting.
Well, if we did go to foreign, it would be a decent peace offering.
Oh, you go to foreign. He reaches in his mouth and yanks out a tooth. Ugh!
Oh,
Hands it over to you, Fordrum.
Thanks.
Oh, he's only 10 feet tall. It's like that big.
Okay.
Yeah. Here. You go to forum. That's me. They know me. Friends.
I just look at the tooth and I look at him and I go, they'll know you from a tooth?
Yeah. Giant tooth. Special tooth for us. We know to give friend tooth for friend.
Oh.
That's a lot better than the alternative.
Do
For
I have
friends.
Do I have any idea if there's truth to that?
Roll me a history check with advantage.
I'm gonna roll an insight to see if he's actually lying.
Not sure he'd be lying so much as not understanding.
29. Yes, there is truth behind this. In a lot of different giant cultures and communities, it is common knowledge that when you become friends with somebody, if you have any family or any other people that you don't want to kill them, you give them a specific tooth from your mouth, that you only have 4 of them. It is the second to last tooth on the bottom jaw on either side and the top jaw on either side. That is very square but pointed downwards on an edge. So it's kind of like gaining a favor of a giant. It's a symbol of favor from them. One of their teeth.
It'll keep you from
It's
getting killed.
that specific tooth.
Jesus.
That's very kind of you to give us this gift, Everfrost.
Yeah, French.
Yes.
Oh, he sits down looking at you, Fordrum. You, big breath, fire. Oh.
Yeah, I guess. I sort of feel like That's something else.
No
Yeah.
key.
No. I think it has something to do with this place and the disconnection between it and my god.
Oh. Okay.
You don't need to worry about it.
Okay.
So, what are you gonna do now that you're the new Everfrost?
First,
Get mammoths.
earn her scent from my cave. Next, get mammoths. Yeah.
Where I pointed out
Yeah.
on the map is also where her old sled is.
Ooh.
That way
That's
you don't have
good.
to make a new one.
Yeah, yeah. Then claim territory. Meet up with Alawaks. Be friends. More friends. Meet up with foreign. More friends. Friends.
Yeah.
Do the people in Foreign
And-
have this symbol anywhere around town? I point at the symbol of the Allfather. You ever seen it?
Intelligence checks. He is far more intelligent than the average giant
Sure.
because he has a 10.
He can speak common.
He's learning. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Bear guys. Oh. Bear guys. He looks at you, Argon. How do I say bugbear in common?
You're looking for the word bugbear, and I'll pronounce
Oh.
it in common.
Bugbear guys. Yeah.
The Bugbear guys have this symbol on their.
Some. Not all.
So confused.
They say make strong. What do you call a spear that stretches really far?
A spear that stretches. You mean like a spear that like is shot out of something, or like a lance?
Oh, just. Yeah! Yeah. Lance. Say, make strong lance.
Huh.
Or safety.
Yep.
Did you know the Allfather had bugbear worshippers, Fortune?
No. No idea. But everything's kind of weird
They-
up here, so.
They have story. I don't know. Sorry.
Well, maybe someday we'll make it up there to find out.
Yeah. That's good. I go burn things. Enjoy. And he just starts walking around grabbing all of her personal collections from over the hundreds of years that she reigned terror in this territory and just takes it outside to burn.
Okay.
Well, we got some very good information, guys. We learned that there might be people of faith of the Allfather in Foreign. We have the token now that gets us a friendship in Foreign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's certainly
We know
It's
that
interesting experience.
Brightheart is in charge of the Yetis. So we know who to ask for when we go see the Yetis.
Yes, that's definitely useful.
And we made a new Everfrost. And it's a nice Everfrost.
Pretty successful session.
Might be an issue for him, but okay.
Yeah, I don't expect him to survive this, but he's not going to be a match for whatever is the left of her descendants. But I guess that's his decision to make.
I don't know much about giant Kratos, but if he were to put her skull outside of his cave, would that not show his dominance?
Is his name
So
Molten?
we already had this conversation earlier, Sinclair.
Yes, Molton.
Nobody on this side of the world works that way.
That's how
Putting
tribals
putting
work.
their head out on a stake just means, hey, I killed your family member. You should be angry at me and kill me. It does not represent that kind of straight. Not unless you're like already actually more powerful and they know it, then it can be fear. But they already know he's not more powerful than her. So
I'm gonna whisper to Corvus, hey, maybe you should give him that axe. I'll have a fighting chance. Molten, do you have a weapon that you fight with?
He grabs like a large rock. It's all I gather so far.
Okay. Interesting.
Literally just large rocks for throwing.
Yeah.
He's got a hell of an
Typical,
arm.
I guess.
If you don't want to, that's fine. It would make a great mantelpiece too, so I get that. But now I sort of feel bad that this guy's going to be killed by any one of his neighbors at any time.
yeah, which just means they'll end up getting the axe. So
Yeah, good point.
an
It would
axe
give
isn't
him
gonna
more of a fighting chance.
They're like
Yeah.
3 to 4 times his size.
Well,
Oh,
2.
Bishop.
they were larger than Fordham.
There was 5 of us, and we're seasoned adventurers. He's a teenager.
Oh, you might be surprised.
I
We could
bet
go
I'm
take
not.
them out.
We didn't come here to instigate the next giant.
Here's the thing, though,
Apocalypse.
Argon. If we make this area safe for your mages from your school to come here, they can fix the wards.
Whoa,
You-
that's
like-
a tall ass order.
Yeah, if you think that a couple of giants are the biggest concern about the Lyceum taking this over, you've misinterpreted the problem.
I'm just saying it's one less issue they have to deal with.
And
Especially
he's
if
saying
this
you're-
area becomes friendly towards your school.
We came here to get Jasper not commit a genocide. We fought the ones that have attacked us. I have no problem with that. I'm not going to go slaughter a tribe of giants for the sake of the fact that they happen to be on the land that I'm partially interested in. That is not good.
Yeah,
Practice.
we're really not here to be conquerors.
Yeah.
I don't. think.
If I manage to get that thing up and running, the fact that there's a few giants here is going to be completely irrelevant. So,
Don't worry me. I can be safe. I'm strong.
yes, I'm sure you are. I'm going to bed.
All right.
Thank you
still
for your
think
hospitality.
I still think we should at least give him the axe. Or tell him where he can get an axe, because the other two had an axe.
Tell him where the bodies were. I don't think
Okay.
Corvus took them all, did he?
No.
I asked him, Molten,
Sure.
can I see your the map again?
Everfrost.
Everfrost.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, so we killed 3 of her grandchildren right here on the map. 2 of them
Sure.
have these big giant axes. You get both of those and her sled, and you get you a mammoth. You become contender in this area.
And I put their heads over cave 2.
Exactly.
Good call. Good call. I'll pat you on the shoulder, just nearly knocking you to your feet or to your knees.
Because now
Good
you've
call.
not only killed their mother, you've killed their children too.
I'm from
I'm
Marquette.
gonna go get. And he goes taking off to go get the axes and heads.
I'm from Marquette. In my society, this is normal for tribal.
I desperately want to read. I desperately
This
want to
is
look.
wilderness.
Yeah, I desperately want to look through the spell book, but at this point, Argon is so mentally exhausted that Argon can't even get himself to study an Archmage's spell book and is going to bed.
I'll sit watch at the beginning.
All right.
Is there a flat
All
part
right.
to this tooth? Is it big enough to?
The backside of it's fairly smooth, or the side of it is fairly smooth. You could lay it.
I'm thinking of taking out a little chisel, my jeweler's tools, and chiseling in the symbol of the All-Father into it.
I'd allow you to do that, yeah.
Ooh.
Roll me Jewel Crafters.
I'm gonna make it into something really fancy. Jeweler's tools?
Jewelers utilizing wisdom. Yeah, Bishop?
Are you gonna make it into dentures?
God damn it.
You should make it into a hat.
Then you're gonna have to wait until you get into an environment where you can warm up your fingers a bit better to make it perfect, but you started the chiseling process.
My God,
You're
it's
used to the
abandoned
cold,
me.
but
Assuming we're still gonna do the dome tonight.
Yes.
you all lay
We're
down.
gonna praise like for an hour.
All right.
And Bishop's gonna skip. He is not being summoned tonight, so he'll stay in the dome.
Very well.
And if the Everfrost Molten comes back, I will let him know we're inside our little dome for warmth.
Sounds good. Well then, you all take your rotations of sleep and rest. By the time morning rolls around, Molten the Everfrost has successfully hung the heads of the giants outside of the cave, and now is practicing swinging the axe against different piles of ice that he keeps grabbing chunks of to stack and to practice attacking with.
Is he holding it correctly at least?
Yes, his form needs a little bit of work, like his stance. He needs to
Yeah.
be better at stancing up with it, but he is wielding it and swinging it properly.
I'm gonna go
Corvus.
teach him.
Okay.
Look,
So-
spread your legs. You keep your wider stance. These are heavy, so you got to do this. And I'll show him
my.
using my hammer, but lean like this. Let the weight of the axe
You're-
pull you through.
Oh, wait. Okay. You're small. How do you fight bigger?
Look, and I go over and I'll just show him how I hit the same ice block that he's been hitting. And I'll, shatter it away.
Smashing against it. Oh. And he goes to start practicing sweeps like that, and you see he is trying to set himself up to be able to fight larger creatures than himself.
Yep.
trying to figure out how to do that.
If you take out their legs, it's usually a good way to do it. Because then they're on their backs. And when they're on their backs, you can get right above them and just beat down on them with your axe.
I'll draw a picture in the snow of the joints on a leg to aim for. Little arrows. And he can keep that because it'll be around for a while. So
you start training him a little bit, and the rest of the morning, everyone else is now awake. He's still training out there and seems to be getting a little tired at this point. Whoa, friends. Thanks.
good luck.
It was an honor, Everfrost.
Yeah. See you again soon.
One last question, Everfrost. On her map, she designated this area as do not go. Do you know what that is?
Not bad for him. Actually proficient in history. Okay. Long ago, sky open and buildings fall. Weird stuff happens where that happened. Everywhere.
So that's.
Then I'll switch to Giant for you. Yeah, he'll switch to you, Argon. Oh. Long ago, for my ancestors at least, there was a lot of buildings in the sky where these floating buildings, towns came through all across this land. And when they crashed, the land became weirder. I think this might be one of those weirders.
Is that spot the crash site that she marked on the map?
Uta'a? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, was it? I guess I didn't realize it was Utah. I thought it was someplace different.
Yeah. She marked that as fuck that. And
Okay.
Well, it may, like, the other crash site, we learned that it's like Archon level or Archmage level, like, crash site. So maybe it's also part of the same, like, cities that fell.
yeah, around Aor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there
All
a way?
right.
Is there a way across the river, the lava river?
Ooh. Yes. I know this. Map.
Yes.
You give him the map, and he reaches up above the cave, jumps, and pokes his finger into one of the dead heads for a little bit of blood, and marks a very tiny point on your map. There. Ice doesn't melt there. But dried ice.
Okay.
Okay, that's really interesting. Ice that doesn't melt. That's.
People melt there. Ice doesn't.
No, yeah. The ice doesn't. So there's an ice bridge over there. Okay.
And I will mark that on your map. 1 second.
Thank you.
Oh wow.
Thank you for putting a
Right
tag
there.
on it too.
Yep. Good.
Alright.
I go claim territory.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Get mammoths before you do.
No, claim now, then Mammoth. And he goes taking off, holding one axe on either shoulder as he's running.
Well, we'll never see him again.
No, probably not.
I have
Poor
more
bastard.
faith than him. You showed him how to fight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a 30-minute lesson from Fordrum's not gonna
That's-
solve his
no.
problem. Not that Fordrum's not a good fighter, don't get me wrong.
I don't take any credit here. It's fine.
Maybe the Allfather will watch over him.
You all
Why not?
successfully leave the territory, heading out, walking the long way around Uta'a, and heading northwards towards the Alawak Sanctuary.
Yep.
I think this is a pretty good place for us to go ahead and end the session, everybody. Next week, maybe you'll be meeting some
Yetis.
Yetis.
Awesome. Are we
Right.
close
Could
enough to
happen.
see
Yeah,
the
Fletcher.
ice bridge? As we pass that
once
corner?
when you pass the corner, with your perception, yes, you would be able to see that there is this massive segment of ice floating and like rocking on top of the river Inferno. It's weird.
Oh my, okay.
Is it the same color ice as in Hell in Stygia? Or Archon
No,
ice?
it's ice from here. Ice.
Huh.
Alrighty then.
But
That's a janky
I think
bridge.
that's what we're calling it. Players, thank you all very much. Viewers, thank you very much. Hope you all had a good time, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.